So to enable that, and again, remote access does require cloud services, does require an internet connection, go to the console, type M3003, press enter. That's going to start a service called RustDesk, and that allows you to connect to the printer remotely. Alright, so when you start RustDesk, this is what you're going to see. There's a few things you care about here. If you're configuring this for remote access, you need to make a change. So you see this little pencil icon next to the one-time password, click it. Maybe. Go down to the bottom where it says set permanent password right at the bottom there on the edge of the screen and select it and enter whatever password you want. Again, this is a lot easier with a USB keyboard attached versus the on-screen keyboard. So you enter a password. For our demonstration purposes, we'll just use Fusion 3 and then type it again. Click OK. So that's one thing you need to do. And then you also need to make note of this number over here. So in this printer's case, it's 502.218.926. And I'll show you what to do with both of these pieces of information in a second. Go to Google and search for RustDesk. Click on this. And then you need to just download the app. Depending on your platform, you've got a bunch of options here. So you've got Windows, and then you've also got Android. I use an Android phone. I don't use iOS. So if you do, you've got some options there as well. So it's available as a smartphone app, but you have to sideload it. It's not in the App Store. Okay, so once you get it downloaded and installed, this is what you're going to see. Now, in this case, you're going to ignore the left-hand side, and you only care about this box. So you're going to input that same number. Okay, so that number was 502.218.926. You're going to click Connect. It's going to ask you for your password. Click Remember. Okay, so this is what you're going to see once you connect. This just shows you your connection, so you can minimize that, and then you can minimize this, and now you can see the same thing you see on the network interface and the LCD, and that allows you to monitor the print, control the print, start a print, stop a print. So this combined with the AI detection is really great for keeping tabs on printers, running them while you're not physically next to the printer. Because what will happen is once you establish the connection once, when you run RustDesk again, it'll have just a shortcut for you to reopen that same connection. So it's very quick. You get an email, PrintWatch says, hey, we think there's an issue. You open RustDesk, you open that connection, and boom, you're in here, within seconds or minutes, and you can see what's going on. And so then you can just look at your webcam feed here and determine if you've actually got an issue. Now, one last thing on RustDesk. You remember we started this service with an M3003 command. By default, every time you power cycle the printer, Rust is going to turn off. That's a safety measure. If you want it to stay enabled, or if you want it to turn on automatically every time you run the printer, you can just add this command to your config.g so it runs at startup.